folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. You check as I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, that's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives. You create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters.
Hello. Hello.
I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown.
Hello. 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 Okay, perfect, perfect. I don't know what was going on. Hi, Mr. Quint. Thanks, Jorge Thompson. So yes, we were going to take a look at our gold trade this morning. I didn't stay in the trade, even if it gives a beautiful risk to reward ratio, 1 to 6 almost. But I didn't stay inside of the trade for that much. I only take 1 to 2 and I was out. At this point, let me see here, we dropped down to the 5 minute. So as we're analyzing this morning, gold wanting to go back down a little bit before pushing up. So we had identified 2 fair value gaps, one here on a premium area and one here on a discount level below the 62% retracement. So we had framed out this trade here on the 15-minute first, where we had on the 5 minute, we had a breaker here, the 5 minute. As you can see here, we already knew that price wanted to wanted to go down. So before moving up, of course. So we had here a lower high and a lower low and a higher high. So this would be considered our breaker that we draw out, and we had the break of the breaker here, right? Exactly there with this candle that happened at 8:15. And if you drop, I wasn't able to catch a beautiful entry inside of this candle, but I was able to catch it as the at the close. But if you were to drop on the 1 minute time frame at that point, you would have been able to catch a pretty beautiful entry here inside of this fair value gap. So once the breaker is broken to the downside, here we had this up candle here and a fair value gap entry here, stop loss here, and then drop. So I only stayed in the trade for 1 to 2 as I had to leave. It was around, yes, there. So 1 to 2, I had to leave early, so I only stayed in the trade. But if you have had, as I mentioned, if it closed below this fair value gap, I would be interested to continue holding in the second fair value gap, which it did. And at this point, it was around 10:30. It reversed a beautiful trade again here on the buy side. If you were to take it, you could take it immediately inside of this fair value gap, but I like to wait for confirmation. So here we have our confirmation with this return into the fair value gap. That would be considered a silver bullet if you want. So that was the trade on gold this morning, and we're back to you, Jay. Thank you, M. Quant. So we're back to you, Jay, here. So we are seeing right now a little bit of retracement inside of this fair value gap that we marked out already on the 15 minutes. We at the same time we also had at the open, I believe, not the open, but 7:45, 19:45. Here we had a reaction into this fair value gap here. This little fair value gap here, we had a reaction here, and also this down close candle. We had a reaction here. But so far, we are mostly seeing momentum to the downside as we have for the day, for the new day, broken structure here, and again here. So two breakup structure. So hopefully we get a beautiful retracement in there. So once we have that reaction, we can move down to the lower time frames and see if we can frame a trade. Hello, Emmanuel from Ghana. Pleasure for you to be with us tonight. What time is it in Ghana right now? At this point, if price, oh, midnight, huh, it's pretty late for you. But happy you can be there with us. So at this point, I hate UJ in a sense that it usually try to fake out the moves at the open of Asian session. It likes it might want to go down, but it usually wants to take out liquidity before doing the move, the real move. And sometimes you see that it doesn't take liquidity, you enter the trade, and just after that, it just takes you out before going in the right direction that it wants to go. So as you can see here, Ankit Kumar, good morning. Good morning, sir. We are seeing a very bearish momentum that to the downside here after reaction here inside of this block here, inside of this. But unfortunately, if that was the move, we have missed it already. India, welcome India. If that was the move, we have already missed it, unfortunately. Because UJ like to take off very fast, and we don't trade. We don't chase the price. Unfortunately, if we do that, we're gonna end up losing a bunch of money, not having good risk to reward ratios, and not having confidence in the trade. And that's bad for a challenge. I mean, for trading overall, whether you're trading your own capital or you're trading prop firm money, it's the same game. So we're seeing right now a break of this level, which was relative equal lows here, but we are still yet to see the break of yesterday's low down there, which is our target, at least for the day. If we are to see bearish momentum, we would want to see this taken out. So we can consider we have seen right now that price has taken liquidity to the downside. I mean, I would love to see it take liquidity to the upside right now and return into this fair value gap before dropping lower, but that's just my expectation. I don't control the price, unfortunately. Sometimes I wish I did. Orge asked, what did I see in UJ? So as I said earlier, UJ for me is bullish overall, but we're at a point where we might start seeing some retracement because we've been moving up. Not big retracement, but some smaller retracement. We have been moving up for a long time. So we definitely might see some little retracement. For example, I have had this point of interest that we can see clearly on the daily time frame. You have this low, which was last week's lows, this low here, and this imbalance here, this fair value gap on the daily that was on August 10th. So the previous week, the week before last week. So I would love to see a reaction there and probably a push up again. But that's still a long way to go. But I wouldn't be surprised if UJ get back to this within the week. Because as you know, WJ is a pretty volatile pair. It moves a lot. Same as gold, same as US 30. UJ moves a lot. And you can see that always by the the body of the candle. They are big candles. Even if you go to the other sessions, not even Asian sessions, but the other sessions, you will see that most of the time candles are not cheap. Those they are well built body candles, not a lot of wicks. I mean, sometimes when we have news, we have a lot of wicks, but otherwise they are. It's a very volatile pair, USD JPY. We also had a beautiful setup this morning on US 30, although I didn't trade US 30. Beautiful sell trade on US 30.
Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had
As
to
you
do
can
just
see
to be
here,
me, and what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for.
you had this beautiful move that started from 9:15, and then at 9:30, price just go above that, and then it dropped. So at this point, after taking out this buy side liquidity above here, you have your directions. You know that market's gonna drop definitely. So you have this. You could have entered at this candle and stop loss above here, or you could have waited. You could have waited and enter on this. You see the break of structure here. You could enter exactly at this candle, inside of this candle's wick. You could have entered here, or if you wanted to wait a little longer for the entry, here it is again at 11:30. Beautiful trade. Like price has been like breaking structure to the downside for the whole day till the afternoon session. It kind of consolidated, but mostly breaking structure to the downside. Beautiful trades on US 30 today. Now let's go back to our UJ. Beautiful UJ. So I don't trust this down move yet. See if it holds, if it continues to go down. But I really want to see some movement up on UJ. You see where we at in terms of range on the day. So from yesterday's high to yesterday's low, we are currently in a discount. Yep, so we're currently in a discount. So why one of the reasons I would like to see some movement up, currently in a discount before any movement down. But UJ is UJ. UJ is UJ. And if we're only considering this second price leg here, the second swing here on this low to this high, we're still pretty much in a discount below the 50% level.
Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down.
And currently price is also entering a breaker. Yes, as you can see here, you had a swing low, swing high, and lower swing low, which is signature for a breaker. And we have our breaker here, a bullish breaker, which overlap with and a fair value gap.
Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your
So we're currently seeing a range movement here. Inside of the breaker, and it touched a little bit the value gap. And as we remember, up there we had an inversion fair value gap and a fair value gap.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
So this little fair value gap here that we've seen, that price reacted to first and then break through it. It now has been converted to an inversion fair value gap that might be serving as resistance for price at this point. That would have been our second entry, but unfortunately, not confident enough in this movement yet to enter the market. So I'm just gonna sit on the side and see what it wants to do. Any of you taking a challenge right now? How is it going?
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Jorge Andres Zuleta, CC.
World blind. Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Great, great. 1% in second phase. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I wanna be the greatest.
Usually, second phase is the easiest one, but it seems that most people fail at the second phase. But it shouldn't be like that. I think it's the stress of being so close to the goal, the pressure of being so close to what you want to achieve, that sometimes throw off some people, but it's not a big deal. For me, it's totally different. Phase one is usually the most difficult. Once I pass phase one, I usually have phase two done in even less time, like pretty fast, without like risking more. Usually, phase two is easier for me. It seems like I get the confidence from passing phase one onto phase two. I don't rush it, but I, I'm more conscious of being able to do that after passing phase one.
Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance.
And weird enough, I have had mostly experience with three phase challenges. I'm experienced with second and third phase. Usually, like if I get the first phase one in like alpha month for a month, I'll get phase two and phase three in 2 weeks, 1 week for each. Although they are like more, like 10% combined, like 5%, 5%, but usually it's pretty straightforward for phase two for me. Phase one is the most difficult one for me.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth. Put there to
And as the name says, it's a challenge.
don't ask questions, shut your lid.
Yes, definitely calm and be confident. You have already done most of the work, like 8% or 10% target. So you've already been like more than halfway through. So you have less percentage to reach and more days most of the times. Although right now most of the props they have changed to no time limit at all, so you have no time limit at all. I'm currently doing one, two, three challenges, and I'm taking my time. Definitely taking my time on all three of them. Well, yeah, the trade was definitely great. Although I don't recommend anybody taking any trade live with somebody else. If you haven't done your analysis, you're not gonna have the confidence in the trade. You might enter the trade. The person that did his analysis make money and you lose money. That happened to me. So yeah, definitely. If it's not your analysis, if it's not your conviction that a trade should pan out, definitely do not enter. Sell in EU. Yeah, I mean EU should have dropped as well. I believe yes. I don't personally trade EU, but it's definitely a pair that I'm interested in too. But I would love to trade it during the London session because I have sometimes look at it and it seems to be, how can I say, smoother during that session. During Asian, not so much of a movement in there. During New York, sometimes too much of a movement. London seems to be slow because I already have three pairs that moves heavily fast. US 30, gold, and UJ. So I don't need another one. EU would be like a safe haven where you just take it slow. So far, we are seeing a little bit of reaction to this zone here, but we haven't got a confirmation yet that price wants to go take out buy side liquidity before really dropping, but we'll wait and see. Just a little bit of reaction, not so much. But I would say mainly price is breaking structure to the downside. As you can see here, you have had this first breaking structure here, first one here, second one here, third one here. So mainly downside moves, breaking structure to the downside. Um, I also trade GJ, but in during the London session, and one of the correlations that I like with GJ is UJ, UJPY. Sometimes you will have divergence. I believe it's called SMT divergence, and you can trade those pairs together. EJ with GJ, OJPY, and JBP JPY. But it's been a long time since I've traded GJ. I'm currently on a big drawdown on my funded account that I'm trying to get out of. 6.4%. I only have 10% to lose the account, so I'm trying to get out of it, and I'm really taking it slow. This is the hardest part of trading. It's been like 2 months. 2 months. I mean, the only thing I'm proud at this point is I haven't lost the account yet. I'm definitely proud of it because mentally that's a real battle, real struggle with 6.4% drawdown when you have room for 10%. 2 months playing around that 6%. Still haven't been able to get back up yet, but we'll get there eventually. Because as you know, challenges and funded accounts require two different mental ability, because one requires you to be risk averse and one requires you to be more of a managerial type of person, I would say. Because when you have the challenge, you have to take risk. I mean, taking the risk. And you have to measure the risk, but at the same time, you have to be willing to take the risk more often than when you have a funded account, because on the challenge you do have take profit. I mean, not take profit, but a percentage you have to reach. But on the funded accounts, you mostly have to manage your risk in a way that you keep making profit as you want, as you wish, while not going above the limits on the account. That wouldn't have been a trade that I would be interested in anyway. It's too low of a risk to reward so far. But I'm not interested in taking a trade right now, as I'm not seeing anything that piqued my interest here so far. and then we're breaking below this level here. So at this point, we're just sitting and let price do its thing. That's the most painful thing in trading. I mean, kinda, because you don't do nothing besides watching price and waiting. If you don't see your setup, you don't do nothing, or even you just move outside of the chart. You just remove yourself from the chart. Go out, go do something else. Like I was saying this morning, if you have marked up your chart already, you have your point of interest. Like for example, in TradingView, if you have the app on your phone, or you can set the alarm to go on your email, you just click here on this plus button and you had an alert at this price level. Once price reach into your, you can set it at one price, two price, so as you want, as you wish. Once price reach into that level, you will definitely get an alert on your phone, and then you can just go back to your computer, your tablet, and see if you see your setup. Not staying in front of the chart, because staying in front of the chart is not a good habit. Too much, I mean, too much. Definitely you have to do your analysis, but too much is bad. Too much of anything is bad. So far we have seen a new swing high here, a little high here, high, low, lower high, lower low. So still seeing downside movements.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me.
Okay, great. Good night. Sleep is a very important thing also as you're trading, because your mental needs to be strong. I'm definitely gonna have some good sleep after that. Obviously, I'm not gonna stay very long for tonight, but obviously price is not moving the way I want it yet. So I'm not willing to participate in this yet.
I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring. Yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart? Are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs. Are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh,
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you sing along, trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need
So far, we haven't been seeing any opportunities to enter the markets that we would be interested in. So there has been, but not ones that we would be interested in. So I believe that would be it for tonight. But as a recap, we are expecting, to say that better, we are expecting price to go down, definitely taking out the low of yesterday if we are to see some retracement. But at the same time, we also wanted to see some retracement up before the movement down here. So as an expectation, we could have marked it like this. We would love to see something here to here, or something from here to this area here down. So we would love to see something like that before the move down that we're looking for. So currently, I have seen a buy trade. It's a little short scalp on the 1 minute, but I wasn't interested into that. As you can see here, it gives you a breaker here. As you can see, swing low, swing high, lower, swing low, breaker, and then it drop into it here after breaking it to the upside, drop into it here again, and then push up. So at this point, we are expecting to see some liquidity grab here, probably into this inversion fair value gap, or an even higher move to this area, to these areas. So that's definitely expectation, and probably if we have this move right now in Asia, probably we'll see the move down during a London session, or even it can start in Asia, because the session is It's very early in the session. We're only 8:51, so we still have a long way to go. But that's it for tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't have a trade at the beginning of the session, and hopefully we can see tomorrow evening at the same time. Take care, guys. Good night, good morning, or I don't know, good evening. Bye bye.